Hey, you guys. So I wanted to read Psalms 23 for whoever may need it. I had mentioned it in a previous collective read. I can't remember exactly which one, y'all, but Psalms 23 did pop up in that read, and I actually I've read it before like several times, but I couldn't remember like exactly what it had mentioned. So that night I had actually read it and it definitely hit home. I was like, wow, not really sure if y'all actually had looked it up and read it, but for some people it's like you already know about this prayer or um Psalms 23. So I feel like it could definitely be very, very helpful for someone right now. But I'm gonna just go ahead and read it. I usually don't be praying on here, y'all. Like, I'm not really that consistent really with like my prayers or whatever, but I do express like a lot of gratitude. So I feel like that make up for it. But I do want to get more into like, saying my prayers consistently. But I'm gonna just go ahead and get into the prayer. But again, this is Psalms 23. You can look it up if you want to. I'm just reading it off of my thing right here. But it says, the Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right paths for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. So yeah, it's crazy. After I had did that read, and something had happened to where I was like I was like very upset, and I went and looked up this prayer like before, like right before I went to bed. I was like, let me just look it up just to like, remember what it had mentioned, because it did show up in the collector read or whatever. And that the first line where it says the Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. Like sometimes along your journey, y'all, you're not gonna be able to rely on people. It's like when you think that somebody gonna come through for you, and it could be like something so simple. I mean, it's like if they were to ask you to do it, it'd be like no problem. It's like you doing it like boom with no issues. But sometimes you cannot rely on people. It's like you have to rely on source, the unknown. It's like the unseen. And if you know, because for some people it's like you may be the type of person where you feel like it's like maybe you always been in this like state of lack, and you see everybody else around you getting stuff or like receiving stuff, but it's like when it comes to you, it's like, oh, it's like half done, or it's like they act funny, like they don't want to help you out. And it could be something like very, very simple, y'all. It's like you really have to it's like if you ever feel like that, read Psalms 23. Because it's like when I had read that after I was like upset about something, excuse me, I don't know what that was, like some type of it's not like somebody was like yelling, what in the world. Anyway, but when I had read that, it really comforted me, and it just like really hit home. I was like, wow. Because sometimes it's like, when you are it's like you can ask somebody for like a small favor, and it's like they'll never come through. It's unfortunately, which is crazy. I mean, it's like you just gotta accept the fact that like, you can't depend or rely on everybody. You just have to always trust in source, and source will never lead you astray, y'all. It's like you can ask for something. It's like you can be hungry, right? And you only got like $1 in your bank account. Some way, somehow, like source will bring you some food, which that's crazy. It's like you can't even rely on man, not like a physical man, but you can't rely on human beings. You got to rely on source. But sometimes, source will use a human being to bring you some food if you're hungry. But yeah, I just wanted to share that prayer for y'all. It's like I really like meditated on the words. It's like I lack nothing. It's like you say that over and over. It's like you lack, if you think about it, it's like you lack nothing as long as you're connected to source. And another part that really hit home is like my cup overflows. So it's like you're never without. You're not lacking. You can have $1 in your bank account. You're not lacking nothing as long as you're connected to source. But yeah, I just wanted to share that prayer with y'all. I usually don't be praying like this. You know, they say you can't let everybody pray for you because some people be praying on your downfall, and that's just the truth. But yeah, hopefully y'all found this helpful, and I'm gonna see y'all later.